smokes.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another review here on Pez of the Mind. I am James Phoenix. He is Chris the Mole.
He is.
Yes. Now, if you look back in our archives, you'll see that once upon a time when the film came out, we reviewed Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice. But we wanted to go back and revisit it, especially with the impending continuation of the DC Extended Universe with the upcoming Wonder Woman next month.
And we've also said we're going to go back and do a load of old reviews because so many stuff's been remastered now, we might as well.
Yeah.
Gives us a chance to go back and to give it our new unified rating systems.
Yes. So we're going to go back and we're going to take a look at the Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice Extended Edition that was released on Blu-ray with 30 minutes of extra footage that wasn't in theaters.
Get the title right. Ultimate Edition.
Ultimate Edition. Thank you.
That's important to state because the reason it is the Ultimate Edition is this is actually the director's cut. Unlike the Suicide Squad one, which is an extended cut, but the director actually liked what was in the cinema.
Okay. I guess I have to edit the title of this video.
He has failed this city.
I failed this city.
Different hero, but still.
Close enough. It's DC. It still counts.
Yeah, we don't know anything about DC here. Just drink from my coffee cup.
Oh yeah, I forgot to put on my Batman Superman shirt. Oh well.
It's black as night, Mole.
Yeah, perfect.
Or I happened to buy 2 new t-shirts today, and I was like, fuck, I'm going to wear them to make sure they fit. And once it did, I was like, it's really comfortable. I'm going to keep this on instead of going back into my work clothes.
Makes sense. So yes, the Ultimate Edition
Yep.
of Batman vs Superman, as I mentioned, has 30 minutes of footage that was not in the theatrical release, in addition to other improvements here and there.
And I believe it has exactly 30 more minutes.
It's exactly okay. I think it was around there. I heard this number. I heard
Yeah.
thrown around.
Just as on the back, it just says with 30 minutes. It doesn't say over. So I'm like, I'm assuming
30 minutes. That's about right. And in my opinion, anyway, that 30 minutes of footage made the movie way better.
It does make it much better. They fix certain plot holes.
Yeah.
They extend stuff. They tease more of the universe.
Yeah, they how spoiler heavy are we going with this? I think at this point everybody's kind of familiar with the movie.
Yeah, everyone's familiar with this at this point. We can go slightly spoilerish, but let's not rehash all of the plot of the film.
No. I'm just going to cover some of the new stuff. Importantly, they explain a number of things. For example, there is a scene where we see Clark Kent in Gotham investigating the Bat Vigilante, and we get more information about why he might want to fight Batman instead of just, oh, my mother's kidnapped, I have to go fight Batman. We also get scenes developing him more. There's a scene of him saving people at the Capitol after that bomb goes off, and then everybody kind of giving him these dirty looks, and he flies away.
I will say, having your mother be kidnapped and the person tells you, go fight him or I kill her, that's not just a throwaway motivation. That is a pretty good motivation.
It is, but Superman is the big blue Boy Scout. He's supposed to be above that kind of thing.
He's not fully Superman yet.
True.
He's still on his journey, which is good.
Yeah, because one of the models they didn't fill in was given he's Superman. Why didn't he super speed fly around the city with extra vision until he found his mother and just save her?
Because we haven't seen him use X-ray vision fully yet. We don't know how much of his powers he can use. Like when he was against Zod, it looked like in Man of Steel, it looked like he was still testing his powers fully. Plus, he didn't know which city she was in.
That's true.
And as we know, most of Gotham had loads of, well, kryptonite. Which, as Lex pointed out, if you haven't done it within a certain time, I'm going to kill her. He's not going to risk it.
Yeah, but he gave him an hour, for God's sake, and Superman can travel at super speed. He may not be the Flash, but he's pretty damn fast.
He is pretty fast. I think sometimes as fast, but yeah, it's a case of to be fair, that 1 hour he has. What if during that 1 hour he doesn't find her?
True. That's fair enough. But it does cover some other things in relation to that. Number one, as I mentioned, in relation to that bomb at the Capitol, they actually use Lois Lane. She's investigating the what happened to Superman with that the terrorists in the beginning of the movie, and we have several cutscenes of Lois Lane investigating things that explain backstory of what was going on, which was really helpful. We have a scene where she's talking to somebody who investigated the bombing, and they were talking about the design of the wheelchair of the guy's wheelchair that the bomb was hidden in, and so yeah, it was this great this great futuristic design, but I don't know why he would ruin it. And Paul was like, "What are you talking about?" Well, I mean, you made this great futuristic lightweight design. Why ruin it by filling it with lead?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, that's why he couldn't see us as the bomb. Okay.
To be fair, that's not why he didn't see the bomb.
Why didn't he see the bomb?
There's a big plot point during the whole film. As Superman mentions, he walked in there and didn't even bother looking at his surroundings. And he learned in that scene not to just take things at face value, because he said, the reason I didn't see the bomb is because I didn't look for a bomb.
Mm.
Now he knows, he's learning, that's cool.
Yeah. We also found out the detail of why Superman got blamed for what happened out there in the first place, because Lois investigated the detail. We found out that what happened out there was that, okay, Alexis dude killed a bunch of people with his experimental bullets, but then I forget the dude's name, the supervillain that they barely bothered to identify in the movie with the flamethrower.
Yep.
I remember that dude's name, but anyway, he was working for Lex, and they identified what happened was after the scene was that after Lex had his goon shoot a bunch of guys, he lit him up with the flamethrower and made it look like Superman had incinerated the guys with his heat vision. That's why he got blamed for that attack.
It's also worth noting the extended edition as well in that same scene.
Ultimate Edition.
Yeah, I was saying in the extended scene.
Oh.
Because that is an extended scene.
Yeah.
We actually get to see the name of the photographer, and they do confirm it's Jimmy Olsen who died.
Yes, that too.
So he's dead.
Yeah, he's gone.
Which I'm okay with that. I mean, yeah, he was a big part of Superman mythology, but at the same time, they're doing different things and they're expanding the world in new ways. I'm okay with the occasional time where they change stuff up, as long as it's not too... Like, they haven't got rid of everyone from Superman's life.
Yeah. Another scene they added in to help to tease the next movie was they showed a scene when the cops find Lex Luthor near the end of the movie. He's inside the alien ship, but he's just doing this commuting thing and talking to, I believe it's Steppenwolf, if I'm not mistaken.
It is.
Oh, I believe is been confirmed to be the villain for the next Justice League movie. So that kind of sets up and teases that too, which is why he does his whole thing at the end of "They're coming. The bell has been rung. You can't stop it now." Ding dong.
Ding.
Ding dong.
But remember, he did it to the tune of the music.
Yes.
Ding 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 at the end.
Ding 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 ding.
It wasn't the Crazy Frog.
I know.
That would have been completely weird if he at the end of the movie he just goes ding 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 pa 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 pa. Crazy Frog, keeping it relevant.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I was actually doing What Does the Fox Say, but with dings.
Let's keep it even more relevant, shall we?
I know.
I'm gonna get distracted now by playing really modern video games.
Stay tuned for a review of that, I'm assuming. Nice.
Okay, I'll put the retro stuff down. That's not super modern.
No. If you want something retro, you should get Superman 64.
No. That wasn't even modern at the time it came out. But no, it's a case of the movie does add loads, and as it shows you here on the Blu-ray, over 2 hours of bonus footage too, which is kind of awesome. And it does have what they are on there. Like they say,
Nice.
uniting the world's finest, a glimpse of the future, DC's bold new cinematic superheroes. And there's different stuff like that. Like one of the ones I loved was they showed the Batmobile. And you see the people who worked on it, how much they loved the Batmobile, how proud they were that they made it go and actually work. And I'm like, oh, it's so cool. And it actually does go and can change like lower, higher hydraulics and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, it's so cool. Because the Batmobile is pretty much a character in any Batman film.
Pretty much.
And the one in this is pretty awesome.
It is.
And yeah, we said this before about the film. The film's basically Batman, Superman fighting, Wonder Woman getting involved. You know the story of this film by now, but
Yep.
I like the film. It's a pretty damn good film, and the Ultimate Edition makes it just better.
Yeah,
I will say if you don't like the regular, like if you just flat out hated it, you're probably not going to like it more because of the 30 minutes.
Yeah, but if you're someone like me who, you know, didn't outright hate the film but agree that it had some problems, if you watch an extra 30 minutes, at least a good percentage of those problems will be rectified by the added footage. So you'll feel better if you tolerated the movie and you thought it was decent. You'll feel better about it if you watch it with the extra 30 minutes.
Yeah, which, like I said, I loved the film when it came out, and I loved the extra 30 minutes. It was a welcome treat.
Fair enough.
No one ever says, "Oh no, I don't want any more dessert."
Yeah, right.
But yeah, and like I said, you got some great extras there. It's a good
Yeah.
film. I like the film. The extras they add to it is just good, and it's got an overall darker tone a little bit to the cinematic release as well, because some scenes are extended without really being like dramatic extensions, but the extra
Yeah.
couple of seconds make them feel more intense, which is why they cut it down for the theater to get the whatever the age rating was when it came out in the cinema.
PG-13, I believe, over here anyway.
Yeah, and it should have been slightly higher, so they did that. Which I can understand why, to be fair. At the
Yeah.
same time, you could argue, like some people said, well, they have proved that there can be R-rated superhero films, like, I don't know, Deadpool and stuff, and you're like, yeah, but to be fair, Deadpool's audience was always that audience.
True.
If you put on the screen Batman v Superman, there's going to be younger kids that want to see this. It's like Spider-Man Homecoming is not going to be a rated R film because because kids and adults want to see Spider-Man. So I can understand why they would do that cut. And if it helps, this, as you can see here, when you open it up, remove the Suicide Squad advertisement. Coming soon to another review. But yeah, you do get both versions, so you can check them out yourselves.
That's good.
So I'm like, yeah, you might as well.
Yeah.
One thing I was surprised at was they never did a 3D version.
Yeah, that you would have something with that many effects. You would think there'd be a 3D version.
And yes, you do get digital HD, ultraviolet,
Nice.
baby. Yes, I could. With that, I can easily go over to my phone, go to the main menu of my phone. Now I'm just narrating my phone. Scroll through here, wait for it to load. See, and you do get, as you can see there, with some of the other ones, you can see you do get both versions as digital downloads.
Nice.
And yes, I do have like Shrek the Musical, Ghostbusters, Batman Caped Crusader, and stuff on my list of downloaded movies for the Flickr.
I wasn't aware there was a Shrek musical.
You went away. It's Shrek the Musical. It's a live action stage play based on Shrek, and it's amazing.
I did hear there was a live action thing. Didn't realize it was a musical. That's cool.
Yeah, live action musical. Maybe that'll come soon to a review on here.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
If that's come out on here, and I know it's on DVD,
Yeah,
chances are Jim's going to library the shit out of it. I believe that's how
probably.
Jim words that.
I do like musicals.
I believe that's how Jim likes to word that too. I'm going to library the shit out of
I'll take it.
it.
Speaking of which, by the way, I didn't say I was going to do this, but screw it, I might as well do it. Sometime after Saturday, April the 22nd, I'm going to see one of the first showings of the new Charlie and the Chocolate Factory on Broadway, so I will review that when I get back.
Cool.
But yeah, Batman vs Superman, it's an enjoyable film. You know, if you hate it, like Mo said, if you hated it outright, you're not gonna like the Ultimate any better. But if you generally like the movie but felt that there were some things that you didn't understand or that could have been better, the 30 minutes will help. So definitely check that out.
Yeah, and if you haven't seen the movie yet, because there's some people out there that were put off because of critics misunderstanding the film
Yeah.
and various other stuff. At least if you're going to buy it for the first time, buy the Ultimate Edition. It's not that much more, and you know you're going to get a better film.
Yeah. Definitely. Oh, remember the other one. There's also the scene where Lois is investigating the wheelchair guy and proves that he obviously that they realized that he couldn't have been the bomber or known about the bomb because he bought fresh groceries before he went to the event, so he didn't know he was gonna die. Which is how she almost figured out that Luther was behind the bomb. That was a good scene too.
Yep. And of course, you do get more of the, not much, but only like a couple of split seconds. You do get more of the dream sequence with Nightmare Batman.
Yes, that is true.
Which that's cool.
And I think we also get a little bit more of the one of the other scenes explaining more about Luther's weird relationship that he had with his father, who I guess abused him or whatever. I think there's a scene of that too. But...
Which I will say, I honestly think at this point it could go either way. I honestly, it seemed like it was just a dream, and Flash's message, because Batman did see Flash before he appeared in his dreams because he had all the files.
Yep.
Flash's message actually describes the end of the film. Because Lois is in danger, Superman saves him. Because he saves her and steps up and becomes Superman, it helps save the day. Save Lois Lane. She's the key. So it kind of, you know what I mean? It could be a premonition. It could be Flash reaching out, but you don't know at this point. They could go any way with that, and that's pretty fun. I did like Nightmare Batman.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, he reminded me of Noir Batman.
He reminded me of the Batman from Gaslight.
That was what I meant, the Noir Batman.
Oh, okay, because there's actually a comic called.
Oh, is there? When I say, I just think I thought Gaslight was the
there's also
a Noir Batman.
It is, but there's also a book called Gotham Noir, and basically in that, I've mentioned it in the past, but Batman's like a figment of Bruce Wayne's imagination. Is what they think, because Bruce Wayne and him, well, he's in a figment of Jim Gordon's imagination, and when Bruce appears and stuff, you get the sense that maybe Bruce could be Batman, but you also get the sense that maybe Gordon's making this up because it's just a figment of his imagination. They keep it's up to the audience to interpret, and I like that.
That sounds familiar. I do recall you telling me about that now.
It's an Elseworld story. You need to check that out. It's amazing.
Nice. I shall do that.
But yes.
All right. We've gone off on tangents here. This is pretty straightforward. Yeah. Well. But yes, in summary, again, check out Batman vs Superman, the Ultimate Edition. It's worth a purchase. If you're seeing it for the first time, or if you like the movie but thought that there could have been more explained, you'll enjoy that version. Watch it. Yeah. And stay tuned. And go see Wonder Woman coming out next month, because I think at this point it's kind of a linchpin, because if people hate Wonder Woman, I don't know where the DC Universe is going to go.
To be fair, they said the same thing about Suicide Squad.
Yeah, true.
But it seems like people right now, like a lot of the critics and stuff, just seem to want to hate the DC films. And even though people are claiming they hate it so much, they're making money.
True.
So they must be doing something right at that point. But
Yeah.
it's a case. But yeah, like I said, it's a case of the film itself. Like I said, it's a pretty damn good film. It's a good Batman story. But it's also a really good Superman story. It's both, which a lot of people throw that aside, but it's a great Superman story where you get to see him grow and you get to see all the stuff with him. But it's also a great Batman story. It does both characters brilliantly.
It does good. I just think the problem was that there was just too much in one movie. I think people just couldn't handle how much was in the one movie.
I don't mind that because, like I said, at the end of the day, it was like 3 hours. And a lot of the people that say they had a problem with, oh, there was too much in this movie, didn't have a problem with how much was also in Civil War.
Yeah, but Civil War had all the movies before it setting it up, so it wasn't nearly as packed.
Yeah, but then you also had the Black Panther side story, which took up as much time as like the Batman side story.
A little bit.
And plus, this one, the only characters in it that it needed was Batman, Wonder Woman, the others were all just cameos, and Superman, who had his own film. A lot of that's just mindless bashing. Like people are like, oh, it's not cheerful like the Marvel films. No, it's a different film. If all the movies were the same, they would all collapse soon because everyone would get bored. That's the same style.
True. All right. Well, this has been a review of sort of a review of Batman vs Superman, the Ultimate Edition.
It is a review. It is a review.
Fair enough.
I give it a buy.
He gives it a buy. I would.
Remember,
I would.
our unified rating system, which you always ignored.
Oh,
I give it a buy.
He gives it a buy. Yeah, I would definitely. I'd say if the original movie was say an 8, I'd say the extra 30 minutes, that pushes it up to an 8.5. I'd say it makes the movie better. It's still not, I still personally me, I just felt like there was a lot in the movie and a lot for me to take in and follow. And I don't know the comics as well as some people, so maybe if you knew more about the background into that, it would be better. But I just felt like there was a lot in the movie into one movie, and I felt like it felt like a rush trying to get through everything. I said that might just be me. That's how I felt.
Like I said, to be fair, it's not just a thing about having to read the comics. Because like I said, my little 8-year-old, well, now 9-10-year-old nephew went to see that with us, and he understood the plot perfectly.
Fair enough. Maybe it's just me then. But I felt
it's one of those films where you have to pay attention to it. Whereas the Marvel films, like Civil War, for example, I'm not insulting it. I did like Civil War. How many times did they go over the same plot point? Like every other scene, they told you about the Registration Act again in case you tuned out 2 minutes ago. So this one just didn't hold your hands as much, which some people won't like. But I like that because it was like, okay.
It's lightsaber?
I said, like it keeps going forward. Bullet
I see. Sound like it went. Yeah, fair enough. So, take those opinions as you will, and we'll see you next time for more reviews and other such things. Peace.